Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to this week's Monday Motivation. If you are looking for ways to catapult and kickstart your own week, why not add a healthy self-dose of motivation to your morning, your Monday or your week? And that's exactly what these videos are for. So also, if you know somebody who might be struggling at the moment, struggling to just get motivated, to get going and keep going, then I would ask you to share this video with them either privately as a Facebook message on your timeline, so that you never know who of your friends or family or connections here might need to see this. And if you've got a group that you're able and allowed to share it in, then I'd love you to share it in there too. So this morning we're talking about motivation, through celebration even. Let me take a sip of my mint tea. So this morning we're talking about motivation through celebration. What exactly am I talking about? And why would you think about celebrating for motivation? So one of the things that I am very, very privileged to hear as I go through coaching calls, speak to clients, are some of the successes and wins that they have, not only in their business, but in their life. And it always amazes me how many times people will just brush off an achievement like it didn't happen. I found myself doing this after running the marathon last month. For a lot of my life, I've watched a marathon, even as a kid on TV. And for many years of my adult life, I said one day it would be really great to complete a London Marathon. What a feat, 26.2 miles. Yet, when I finished it, when I crossed my own virtual finishing line, it was a bit like, well, that's done. What's next? And, sometimes I find myself going to that place first rather than taking the time just to celebrate the magnitude of something that I've achieved. And as I was having these conversations over the years really with clients, I realised that some of you were doing the same thing. So I thought this morning, why not dedicate this video to celebration through motivation? So with another cup of my mint tea, I welcome you to ask any questions here while I'm live, type any comments in the box below, and I'll gladly answer them while I'm on here live. And if you're watching back, as many of you do on the replay, thank you for coming back, thank you for watching, and most of all, thank you for commenting and sharing. It means a lot to me. These Monday Motivations have been going for like 4.5 years now. Literally a couple of months after Facebook Live became a thing in the UK, I decided to upgrade them, and rather than sending a motivational message and through an email or something like that, I thought I would bring them alive. So over the years, I've had so many lovely comments, so many uplifting things said about these Monday Motivations. You know what? In the whole time I've done this, I've never had anybody say anything kind of vicious or nasty, which is a testament to you and the kind of people that you are and the kind of people who share these things as well. So, motivation and celebration. So, why is this important? Well, in the example that I use, which was a real example, one of the things that we sometimes do is we go into a new thing with a struggle. Maybe it's something we haven't done before. Maybe it's something we have done in a different way. And we can go almost with the lens of it having to be hard or it having to be difficult. And it doesn't have to be that way. One of the easiest ways to make that journey, make that transition into doing the thing that you want to do so much easier is to look to the past. But usually what people do is they look to the past and say, oh, last time I did it this happened, or this thing went on, and because of that I don't know, and normally I'm not very good at these things, and I don't know if I can, and all of those things. This time there's a couple of things I'd like to share that I'd like you to try to help motivate yourself and propel yourself forward for what you want to do this week. Sorry, I'm very thirsty today, so drinking my mint tea while it's still hot while I'm doing a live is quite a novelty, so cheers to you. So a couple of things that we can do to motivate ourselves through celebration. And this is a practice that I actually put into my own life and my business. And I will normally review the month that's gone by. And at the end of the quarter, I'll review the last 3 months that have gone by too. So have a look at, in this case, have a look at what you did last week. Have a look whether you are a gratitude journaler, whether you are looking for what you're grateful for, what you have accomplished. Maybe you're kind of driven to goals and goal setting. So what did you intend to do with your week last week that you did? And this can range from all sorts of things. You know, sometimes there's a propensity for us to make it just about business, but our life is more than just about business. So look back on last week. Go, you know, depending on the sort of person you are, you might want to start from yesterday and go backwards, or you might want to start from last Monday and go forwards. There's no right or wrong, good or bad. But just go through every day. And if you're a sort of a gratitude journaler or somebody that logs these, you'll find it easier because you've already collected those thoughts. Hey, Ivona, good morning, lovely. How the devil are you? Thank you for joining me. So have a look back and just go through each day and find something or some things within those days to celebrate. Okay, so I suggest that you start here first. Now, the reason why this is such a good thing to do is because when you're doing it and you're reliving all the great things that have happened, your brain, there's a part of your brain that doesn't know that it's not happening again. So rather than use it for worry or anxiety, it's now being used to think and remember some really great things that happen, which floods your system with some really good feeling vibes. Okay, so once you've done that and you've gone through the week and you've jotted something down, it could be that you didn't overeat. It could be that you saw a friend before the lockdown happened in London. It could be that you connected with people online. It could be that you managed to tick something off your to-do list that has been going for ages. It could be that a client came back to you and said, oh my gosh, like, you've changed my life, what you did was amazing. It could be that you connected with somebody new personally or professionally. It could be that you started on a goal that you didn't think you were going to get started. You know, I talk quite a lot nowadays about running. It's been a journey for me. It's not the easiest thing for me. So I know last week I went out and I did my 3 days of practice. Sometimes it was wet, sometimes it was cold, but I did it anyway. And in between that, I walked a little bit further in the fresh air. I gave myself time off to go to the park and reset. I shut my computer down at sensible times instead of trying to push through and work through the night. I stood my ground on an issue of something, which I'm obviously not going to name and shame, but I stood my ground on an issue and said, no, that's not how I do things. This needs to be done. You know, so sometimes the things might not be the easiest of things, but they're all things that they have got. So Ivona's saying, all is good, thanks. Oh, it's good to hear. That's good to hear. I know Ivona is a busy bee at the moment, so I'm always really pleased when she shows up on these and supports me in the gorgeous way that she does, and supports her community and supports so many people. So thank you for being here, Ivona. So once you've gone back through your week, and it's funny because you'll look back at things and you'll say, oh yeah, this happened. And then you'll remember something else happened. You finished a book that you were meaning to read for a long time, or started a book, picked it up that you were meaning to read. So Ivona's saying her goals and celebrations will be study related. That's the journey so far. Absolutely. Like, think about this, Ivona, before, you know, for you or anyone else who's studying, before you got to the point in time and the place in time that you've got to even now, there was a time where you were maybe looking towards a study and thinking, gosh, I hope I can do this. How easy or hard is it going to be? Am I even going to get on the course to the university, do the thing that I want to do? There'll be so many celebration points before that point. Hey, Faye, morning. There'll be so many celebration spots before that. Maybe you can celebrate something where you saw last week how far you have come. This is the thing. Now, once you've gone through and celebrated this, flooded yourself with some really good, high vibey, good feeling thoughts, and you've also taken a moment to reflect how far you've come. There was a time when you probably couldn't do this thing or wouldn't do this thing, but you did it. Now, the next thing to do is to have a look at just one of the things that's going to make the biggest difference for this week, and draw from those experiences, even if it's seemingly a completely different, topic or something else. Draw from those experiences of, how it felt, what you saw within yourself, what you heard, what you heard yourself say to yourself. Maybe you said to yourself, yes, I can actually do this. Well, it doesn't matter what you said that about for last week. Whatever it is that's going forward, that could be your mantra. Yes, I could do this, or something else. I was listening to an interview quite recently with Dame Kelly Holmes on it, and she talks about her "come on" that she says. That might not suit you in those words or that energy, but she says there's a very big distinction between saying "come on," like I can do it, and "come on, Jenny," come on, get yourself going. Same words but different context. So when you look back at some of the things you achieved last week, you can map them onto the things that you want to do going forward, thus helping motivate your week. I'm really excited already about this week, having gone through this process. I've got a very busy week ahead of me, and I'm already excited and celebrating because it's busy with lots of the things that I love to do. There would have been a time at some point where I would have just said, yeah, okay, and put up with it or done it because I thought I had to. And I'm not at that place now. I hear clients talk about similar experiences, struggles and things that they would have come to me and said, there's no way I can do that, I just can't do it. And then they're moving ahead. Faye's saying, I'm so excited. I better not sing anymore because otherwise Facebook will go, hey, do you hold the copyright to that? But Faye is, I'm so excited. So actually that would be a really good one for you, Faye, because those words came from you. Any time that you are going through the week and you feel like you're about to hit a challenge or you're in a challenge, just, I'm so excited. Can get the kids to dance around with it, get them in it if they're feeling grumpy, not wanting to get out the door, or anything else like that. So, hopefully helpful. Really look back at last week. Celebrate everything. Don't make something celebratable and something not celebratable. I know that's not a word, but hey ho, it makes sense in the moment. Keep doing this and flood yourself with those real feel good things, especially if you're feeling low, your mood is low. What actually happens if you have gone into the week and you're hitting anxiety, yes, there might be an external reason for it, but what's happening is you're using your brain to keep reliving whatever it is that you are concerned about. That's what causes the anxiety. And you're also propelling forward, so you're propelling those concerns forward. That's what causes that mental anguish. So if you use or choose to use your brain in a different way, then you'll find that you'll get different results and that you will feel motivated and excited along the way. So if you've got your one-liner that you'd like to share with us, do type it below. If you'd like to go somewhere that's a little bit more, private, only the people in the group will see it, then do join in the Visibility Vibes tribe. A great place to be, a very soft place to land. And, do share what you would like to do. Use the hashtag Monday Motivation so that I can find it between the posts of the other members of the group. And I thank you so much for coming along this Monday. I thank you so much for commenting and being live. And I thank those of you who are watching back on the replay. Thank you so much for joining me. Can't wait to hear what you're going to motivate yourself to do moving forward. And again, if you don't want to share it here publicly, do go over and share it in the Vibes Tribe group. I'd love to be able to support and hear what you're doing. And there's other people in the group that will be able to cheer you on as well moving forward. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and share this post, and I will see you live at 11:45 in between my coaching calls today. So take care, see you soon, keep on celebrating those wins. Bye for now.